Made an affogato with salted caramel.
And we're live. This is it. You have chosen this as how you're going to test me, isn't it?
Yep.
Hi everybody. It is not Sunday, but it is a Some Other Heroes Day. Thank you very much for all joining us on this wonderful catch-up episode. We were out on Sunday at a wonderful, wonderful charity event raising money for Norwich Pride with the absolutely stunning Liv and the wonderful people from out and wonderful people from the yard. It was quite a night. We had a lot of fun, and we enjoyed ourselves. So,
and our thanks goes to Theo for answering 90% of the quiz questions because the rest of us are thick.
Yes, so it was a
Thank you, Theo.
big old gay quiz.
Not true.
Wasn't it?
Including, may I add, a football question.
Yeah, I did get a football question right for the first time in my entire life.
Fuck wild.
Yeah, it was a good question. It was really good. Anyway, we are Some Other Heroes. We are queer dungeoneers playing 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons in a homebrew world of skyships, floating islands, deep mysteries, and strange magics. My name is Chris. I use he, him. I have the absolute honour and pleasure of being the DM or GM, depending on which you want to use, for this wonderful crew of amazing people. With me are all my regular cast today, and I'm going to start with Charlie.
It always makes me jump, even though I'm here.
Every week it comes.
I know. Hello, I'm Charlie. I use she, her, and today I am playing Aisling, who's my adorable, but really miffed that everything is cold right now, Satyr Warlock, who also uses she, her.
Brilliant. Theo, would you like to go next, please?
Yes. Who am I? I'm Theo. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Eugene, the awkward wizard.
Wonderful. And Wayne.
Hi, everybody. I am Wayne. I use he, him pronouns, and I shall be playing Star Guide Tobi today. And apparently, possibly, briefly playing Rock.
Depends on what happens. See.
I don't be in a flashback.
I don't know. They might save you.
Yeah, better not be dependent on what we do, because
It's dependent on what you do.
well, fuck.
Before we start out, there's a little bit of admin to do. First off, we would like to shout out some of our friends, starting with Joshy Longlegs and the amazing people at Dice and a Slice. Thank you so much for the raid, Josh, and for shouting us out during the week and things. It's so lovely to see you back streaming. And Dice and a Slice, if you like cake and if you like Dungeons and Dragons, if you like them together, this is the podcast for you. An amazing nautical adventure set in a world of very weird gods, deep mysteries, and a crew who are possibly the worst pirates in existence. It's great. It's really good fun. They've been on a little hiatus, but they are back soon, so you can catch up with them in the meantime. Just because they're all really good people. They're really
good
awful at
eggs.
the pirate thing. Second, I would like to shout out the Misadventurers League. Hedgehog is heading up two separate campaigns at the moment, one of which is a Dungeons & Dragons homebrew adventure, which is absolutely brilliant. Lots of fun with great characters and some really good guest appearances as well. And I think this week coming, is it, if I'm right, the Fallout game starts very, very soon. And we're looking forward to that as well.
Fallout, like as in Fallout the video game?
As in Fallout the video game, based on the recently released RPG system that came out that a good friend of mine was also involved with.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's awesome. I am obsessed with Fallout.
Oh, I may need to know that for future reference. Because I did not know that.
It's a Bethesda RPG game. A bitch is gonna rack up a ridiculous amount of hours in it.
There we go.
No Man's Sky.
True.
Okay, alright, yeah, No Man's Sky as well. Yeah.
Our next shout out is to the wonderful Forest Floor. I'd like to give them a big thank you, especially Dal, for having me over for a couple of episodes on a 2-part adventure that was really, really good and a lot of fun. I was suitably challenged even as a rogue. It was great. And it had a really wonderful ending. They are taking a bit of a break at the moment. They are back in April with a couple of new stories to tell. If you want to catch up with their stuff, they are on YouTube though, as well. So just pop over, look at their stuff, and catch up with what you can. They're lovely people, and they were very welcoming. I had a really good time over there. Speaking of good times elsewhere, Wayne, would you like to do the next one?
I wondered where you were going with that. Yes. Yes, I would like to give a very special shout out to our fabulous friends over at Wicked Game, who will be having their next episode tomorrow evening right here on Twitch at 7 p.m. And you may just get to see me playing in it because they haven't got rid of me yet.
Wow.
So please join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. to see what's going on because it's high drama and kidnapping at the moment. So do join us for tomorrow evening's episode.
Amazing. I think that's all for our current announcements.
One other announcement.
Oh, yes.
Is just to let everybody know, if you haven't popped over to our YouTube channel, we do have a special episode of Space at the Table there, where Chris is talking about a new RPG system that's come out by Kobold Press, and they've released the first kind of playtest material, and he talks through that, and so do go and give that a watch if you get a chance, because it's very good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Edited by a really clever person. For
You guys
last,
get a fucking room.
we have one.
And next, don't forget Sunday, announcement about Sunday.
Yes, we are taking a much needed break this Sunday coming. Charlie is away.
You say break. Charlie's going across to another country to work, but you know, Theo's finishing a graphic novel apparently.
Theo's working on it flat out, and Wayne and I have been very busy as well. So we decided rather than forcing it with a minimal cast, we would take the week off, recharge our batteries, and come back swinging the second week in March, when we are joined by the amazing Rooney Runes.
Can I also say, if anyone is also going to the Bologna Book Fair, let me know on Instagram, because I want to see more creative people, and everyone goes to Bologna, so it'd be cool to see you.
Amazing. Cool. We'd also like to shout out our mods, because I forgot to do that last week, and I really shouldn't have. Our mods are Bespectacled Man, Nikki, and Feline Trickster, the amazing Michelle. They are in chat to assist us in keeping you safe and keeping the chat nice and pleasant. You're all lovely, and we have very little problem, to be fair, but they have big hammers just in case they need them. But we really do appreciate you being here and coming and sharing your time with us to help us. So, with all that said, if there's nothing more, I guess I'll drop those titles.
I'm eating from macarons and more. I'm eating the cake truffles. I really want to interrupt the end. Have we gone live yet?
Yes, we have.
I was hoping to overlap it in some way, but I had no idea when we were going to do that.
Charlie has chosen chaos this evening, and I love it. It's brilliant.
My brain is confused. We don't do this in the evening anymore. And now my brain's like, but it's dark outside.
We came back in just as you said something about popping one in, so...
Oh, that was meant for private discussions.
No, stop.
Previously on Some Other Heroes.
Oh boy.
Our adventurers have travelled deep into Daklan to seek an audience with an ancient white dragon in order to get their help in returning the soul of their departed friend, Iskarok of Clan Revorgus. They met with the Duchess, is it? The ruler of a strange and large plain of grasslands and forests, the biggest island they had ever seen. Leader of the Plains of Favir. They engaged her help, and she provided them with a beacon that they could use to summon the ancient dragon Khanorrix, a great white worm who holds dominion and guards the island. You saw our friends travel across lands with a quite friendly but quite frightened tiefling who promised to come and pick them up in 24 hours but totally was not hanging around. And off they went, trudging in. Eugene cast a spell. The gem did its thing, a beacon of light piercing the sky, and within minutes, a massive, long, serpentine white dragon encircled them, demanding to know why they had summoned her. It is bloody cold here, but even in that, you notice the temperature of the air dropping by degrees, minute by minute, the closer you stand to this great dragon. She has coiled all the way around you. There is no direct way to escape that you can see. That huge head with the large twisting horns and that furry mane of blue-white silver hair regards you coldly. That question, that booming voice in your mind just hanging in the air. Do any of you answer?
Toby's going to step back behind the other two.
Cool. Great job, Toby.
Toby's here to help.
And I
Not
help.
take the lead.
I'm going to help from back there, okay?
Sorry, what did the dragon say? What was the question?
Can you repeat the question?
Why have you summoned me?
Oh.
Well, we were hoping you could help us with something.
The eyes narrow ever so slightly.
Oh,
She
God,
says
goodbye.
nothing.
Oh, you should probably introduce yourselves.
Oh, right, yeah, sorry. I'm not so good at the talking thing.
You are good at the history, though, so roll me a quick history check.
Alrighty. That's not great. 11.
11? It's enough. It's recent history. In fact, it's a conversation you had. It was the advice given to you by the Duchess, Theramaya, before you left her estate. Be direct, speak true, and listen to her responses.
Direct, you say. not Eugene's strong point.
Or Aisling.
Sorry, now I've even forgotten what I
So
was
should
saying.
we? Okay. So I'm. Hello. I'm Aisling. And
Right, we should introduce ourselves. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all. I'm Eugene. Eugene Appleby.
and behind us is
Tobi.
Hi, I'm Toby.
Make an insight check, the three of you.
oh, I'm gonna fucking say initiative or some shit.
Roll for initiative.
No. She hated that.
He does not believe our names.
What was that insight?
Insight.
19.
13. Oh,
Oh my god.
13s
One of
and a
you's gonna
19.
have to change.
Aisling, you notice her eyes shift ever so. Her head's big enough that she can take all of you in with one look, but shift ever so slightly at the mention of Appleby.
In a good way or a yum yum kind of way.
Of the Dragon Slayer Applebee's?
I literally never ever mentioned my surname. Why did I choose now?
I
I was trying to be polite.
Well,
Oh my god.
okay.
I didn't know.
Aisling will attempt in a very Aisling fashion to diffuse the situation. Oh wait, hold. Yes. Yeah, related, but not in a. You just said your last name, mate. Right? That's kind of not great for dragons, is it?
Well, I'm not.
She's watching.
She's definitely watching. It's almost, you can almost feel her eyes boring into your soul, as if she's taking a complete read of all three of you.
Because we're all so socially comfortable in general.
Mm-hmm. This is going really good. Okay. Okay.
Speak
Right. Yeah.
Your favor.
So our friend Rock died, and it was kind of out of the blue because he didn't tell us anything, and it wasn't fair, and we think he will want to not be dead, and we want him to not be dead, and we kind of need your help because he was very attuned to the dragons and the whole song situation, and we were told that you would be the wisest and strongest and most powerful and slightly terrifying person to come talk to about hopefully getting him back or contacting him or anything that isn't just sitting around and being sad about it.
So you have come to my domain, smelling of another dragon, to beg me to intercede on behalf of a mortal just because he heard our song. She kind of smirks. You are either the bravest three people I have ever met, or the most foolish.
Can we
Ashton, don't
decide
answer
which
that.
of those it is?
Don't
Okay,
answer that.
It wasn't a question, Ashley. It wasn't a question. Chris, would Toby know anything about what different dragons represent or anything like that?
Make me an Arcana or a Nature check.
Okay.
Like dragons, they have a history, but most history with mortals is like, this dragon was an ally, or this dragon tried to kill us all.
I hope it's not the last one.
Just looking at my nature stat and realizing that in true some of the heroes form, I'm also a shit druid.
No, you're a very good druid, but you're a very good druid about certain
that
things.
was a good roll. What am I rolling? Sorry. Arcana. 17.
17. You will have to remind my tired brain this time what the question was.
Did I know anything about like what these different dragons sort of represent or what they stand for, anything like that?
So younger dragons have more defined personalities. So a younger white dragon are known for their arrogance and their desire to hunt.
I meant,
Wonderful.
Would I know more about what
Oh.
the Great Dragon of the East kind of stands for?
Yeah, I'm going to allow it because it would technically be a religion, but I misunderstood your question, so we'll roll with it. The Great Dragon of the East stands for protecting those who cannot protect themselves from those things that would manipulate or destroy them. They stand for finding your own strength and learning to stand on your own 2 feet. They are a god of self-sufficiency. Their followers they're quite popular among warriors and teachers as well. They're not as defined as some of the other
amongst
gods.
magic users.
Some magic users, yeah. People who are fascinated by dragons have a tendency to lean into, at least dabble in their church to kind of get closer. 'Cause it's the only dragon in the pantheon.
Okay, so Toby is going to kind of just sort of put their hand up a bit.
The eyes shift a little tiny bit, so they're focused on you.
I'll sort of step aside and be like, oh,
We sought the help of a dragon because we didn't know how else to petition your help. Also, their friend died because of a really unnatural vine lord that killed him, and also he died while he was trying. Because they're together. I'm just a friend. I've come to help, but I'm not always. Anyway, they were trying to save everybody. They're trying to save everyone who needs their help because the Sky Shield is in danger, and so their friend Rock, he's the one who died, was currently dead, but they don't want him dead. Anyway, yes. So they were helping everybody who needed their help, and that's how he died, and it was really unnatural, and you might want to talk to him because he takes sort of self-sufficiency apparently to a whole new level, I've heard. Anyway, sorry. Okay, I'll quiet now.
Would you roll me a persuasion check? And I'm actually going to give you advantage.
yeah, gotta do.
You went from being quite afraid to standing up for your
I've got
friends.
advantage. Okay, so persuasion, yeah?
Yes, please.
16.
16. There's a rumble, and it takes you all a good few seconds to realise it's a chuckle.
Oh,
Good. Good. You have spirit. That will serve you well. She leans up and uncoils her tail so that you're not surrounded anymore, and settles properly so that she's less menacing. She's still imposing, but she definitely doesn't look like she's about to eat you anymore. Tell me about your friend. Tell me about this singer of the song.
Toby's going to elbow Ashling and Eugene.
Yeah, I know. He's can I use present tense instead of past tense? The past tense kind of bums me out.
Use whatever tense makes you comfortable, child
Okay.
of the wild.
Oh, I like that.
Actually making that child of the wild.
Yeah, I'm fucking having that. All right.
Having another badge, mate.
She's got a fucking brownie sash at this point. Rock is brave, a bit of a okay, can I be super honest? Bit of a twat. Like, he needs to tell people when something is wrong, and he needs to be more honest, and he needs to stop just relying on himself. But he does that because he he really does secretly care about people, even though he thinks he's hiding it, and he's no good at it. And he really loves us, and he wants to help with loads of different things, and he never liked all the nasty stuff that his family were doing and these other people around him were doing, and he was one of the only people to like actually stand up to that and get out of it. And he helped me and Eugene. I mean, we turned up to this island like a couple of waif idiots, not quite knowing. Well, okay, fine, yeah, sorry, Eugene, you were smart and you knew what you were doing.
I'm sorry.
All right, you knew what you were doing. All right, but for me, I kind of turned up because I'd sort of been sent here because I was a bit of a not useful person where I was. So they sent me there, and Rock gave me direction and things to do, and I learnt stuff. And we basically are not going to be able to do the things we need to do without him, I don't think. Because I mean, me and Eugene are great, and Toby's great, but we need him.
I see. Roll me a persuasion check.
What a weird
Well,
thing for a dragon
shit.
to say.
Persuasion.
That was a lot of information, even for a dragon to take in.
Yep.
Yeah.
You shit, bitch. I'm not going to be concise, am I? That was a 21.
That
Be
was
direct,
very good.
they said.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said direct, not brief.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like Aisling was direct and honest as well, which is one of the key factors.
Yep.
Young child of the Applebee, descendant of the immortal ones. What of your thoughts on your friend?
Well, much the same as Aisling. He is brave and stupid sometimes, but also kind and loyal, very loyal. And Aisling's right. I think he tries very hard to keep everyone at arm's length. But he has the biggest heart of anyone I think I've ever met. And if anyone can fix the sky shield and save the realms, then it's him.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage.
Advantage, though.
It's a 13.
Young druid, you are far from your forest. Do you weigh and trust the words of your companions in this moment?
Yes. I mean, yes. No, I do. I do. And the arch druid who trained me, she's taught me about people and getting to know people and the real them, and seeing through the masks that people put up. And I do think they really care, and I do think from what I've heard that their friend is a good person, is a good dragonborn, and I think very connected to the song of creation. They seem to be quite connected and quite in tune with the song. So yes. Sorry, what was the question, Ashley?
I have my answer, thank you.
Oh, okay, thank God.
Okay, thanks.
Toby, will you guide these two until they can return their friends? The next step of their task is difficult.
I think This is the first time the two of you kind of see Toby almost sort of stand to attention, and so with kind of uncharacteristic confidence, Toby says, "Yes, I will guide them."
Then you have a guide and a protector.
I just guide.
I will take you to the place where you can commune with my grandsire, where you can draw his favor to you. Be warned, he has set guardians who will test you.
What kind of tests?
Test of your heart, of your mettle, and of the future you will write.
Okay.
Follow. And she starts walking. And it's kind of ungainly for a dragon, but you kind of get the impression that...
All this power and drama, and then she's like a seal on land.
She's got a good gait, but I think you're so used to how Parshkick and Ivernort reacted to you, though. This feels very odd, like having to walk in step with a dragon, who still walks faster than you do.
Yeah, she's huge.
I think as soon as she starts walking, I'm kind of going to hold my hands on Eugene and Aisling to make sure we're nowhere near the tail that's still going to come swinging around as she walks past.
Oh, shit.
Tops of trees.
Whoa.
You walk into the mountains to the foot of one of the slopes where ice is at its thickest. You can see this definitely has the mark of someone who has somewhere that she has sealed up as best as possible. But there is one small tunnel leading in. In here, you will see the skein of fate. You will be measured, and you will be guided. This will be difficult, and I cannot protect you. If you want to turn back, no one will blame you.
Well, I don't know really what it is we're getting into, so I'm not going to turn back because it might be not that bad.
You will face yourselves in there. Stay true to yourselves, and you have nothing to fear. Now go.
I'm going to start walking.
Did any of you guys find that, like, super vague?
I don't know what it meant at all.
Yeah.
This is why we're walking, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have an arcane check off of Eugene, though.
Okay, good. I was going to say, can't be me.
Couldn't be me. 24.
24. A skein is a word that reverberates. It is a holy spirit that is tied to the fates of the universe.
No big deal, then.
What did she mean? You can face yourself, but then you have to be true to yourself. Does that mean you have to be true to what you're facing? I don't...
I'm going to start making a diagram of how many selves we have to keep track of. So if we're facing ourselves, and then we have... I'm making like a flow chart.
Are you facing yourself? Yes.
Probably best to not really think about it too much and just go for it.
But if there's one thing that I can do, it's guide. So
Okay.
let's just move forward, I guess.
Okay.
You step down this path and walk through this cold, dark, icy area. You get a little further in and you see light reflecting through the ice there, and it kind of creating just enough light for all of you. I think all of you have got dark vision anyway, haven't you? to see well enough. But there's enough light here to create colour, and it's this deep, like blue, purple hue that kind of bounce around with spots of white, just kind of bouncing off of different crystals. Under different circumstances, this would be beautiful. You step into this cave and keep going, and it opens up into a large open chamber, the floor of which is an ice-covered monolith of black onyx that has laid down with strange runes covered in it. Runes that even Aisling, your eyes cannot settle on. It's like they move and breathe with the very will of the universe. There is a susurration of whispers kind of bouncing around. Every step is answered as if 1,000 tiny voices in the very far distance are answering. You are standing above this monolith in this dark cave. Enough light is coming through that you can see, but shadows are everywhere. Do you want to move in further?
Can I use my survival skill to kind of check that I feel it's at least physically safe to move in further?
I think that's more of a perception thing, but you can do that, that's for certain.
Can I do the same thing and help out?
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you want advantage on it?
Sure.
Get you
Sorry,
using help action.
just so I'm clear of where we are. There's we're on ice, and underneath the ice there's a monolith.
A black monolith that has fallen over or been pushed over, and you can just about make out these glowing runes underneath, but they don't stay still long enough to form words.
How big is it? Like a 2001 style big monolith, or like a building size one?
I would say it's probably, and you kind of estimate this, it's probably around about 100 foot tall.
Okay, so a bit bigger.
But it's on the floor.
But it's on the
But
floor.
it's on the floor.
And it kind of is in this cave area. And as your eyes adjust now, what did you roll on your perception?
I rolled a 27.
27.
Oh!
Tobi, you see this first. At the far end, stuck in one of the walls, is what looks like a dais. And as your eyes settle on that, you see some of the shadows seem to shift and move in this place. And it's not just you move, it's not just the reflection of light on this glass-like surface of ice. It is literally moving by itself.
Okay, I will immediately just say to the other two, I definitely think we're not alone here. I see things moving.
Oh, bad things?
I can't see anything but shadows from here, but there's definitely something moving.
Okay.
Are there any walls that I can see that have torches or anything like that in them?
No, just this reflection of light through the outside into the coming from outside and bouncing around through the ice internally. Sorry, I think we've just lost Eugene for a second.
Yeah, they should be back shortly. Can I take out from? Got to check if I actually have any. But I wanted to try and light a torch or something.
Yeah, if you got Druidcraft.
I can use Druidcraft to light a torch. So
Okay.
I do have torches in my bag. So can I just light a torch?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
There's a. Well, you described it. This is your magic.
Oh, I think it looks like a lighter, like a flint starts with just sparks first, and it just kind of sparks with lots of little sparkly lights and then bursts into flames.
Perfect. Those shadows shift and turn, and I don't think it. With your passives, both you and Aisling immediately look at that and go, those shadows do not move the way that the fire should let them do so.
So they're likely shadow things rather than shadows of normal creatures.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're not like out trying to get us. They're just like
in there,
in the walls and things like that. Okay.
I'm just going to try and kind of stay central to Eugene and Aisling and walk forward holding the torch.
Okay.
And walk very slowly forward.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Feet on this icy surface, the crunch of just that top surface going underfoot, and every time you feel that feet touch, you hear, and then some of the voices start to sound familiar. Your own voices echoed back at you, your friends, family members, people that you met once and didn't even really sort of acknowledge their name, all coming back at you, just kind of plucking at your memory. We are the voice of what will be, of what has been. You have come to change your fate.
Technically, it's someone else's fate, but sure,
Yeah.
You kind of hear that echo. Technically, it can be technically.
Ooh.
That's weird.
It's disconcerting.
Yeah. This is an ADHD nightmare. Sorry. As soon as those echoes kind of step forward, you hear technically, and one of the shadows darts forward and kind of across your path. And you see like this kind of tendril of shadow kind of bounce around and stick in front of you, and then another one until you are all surrounded, and they start moving and twisting and turning and pulling back, and they create this wrapped form very much like a humanoid made of wrapped shadow, glowing from within, eerily floating in front of you.
And it's fine, and they're our friend, and it's great.
And then from the shadow you hear, "Hello, loves."
Hi!
Hi!
No.
Can I prepare a blast? Because the second that shit starts doing what it's doing, I feel like a couple of blasts will form in my hands.
Yep.
For if it tries any shit, I've just got him.
You can indeed prepare a blast.
Okay, thank you.
This thing moves around you all. Speak. Say the words. Let us know how you wish to hold the future, the past.
What do we say? I don't know. That's a very broad question.
Yeah, I think you have to tell them that what you want, that you want to get Rock again.
We want our friend back. He died, and he was part of the song of creation dragon thing.
A god's favor they seek, a god's favor they seek, a god's favor to bring back someone. Will they shape the world? Will the world shape them? They must pass his test. And it lurches towards you at this point, and I will have you all roll initiative.
Blast him! Blasting. I had it prepared. Can I blast him?
At
Okay.
top of the round, you may indeed blast. I will allow you to blast.
Thank you. I was ready for it. Okay, that's 27 to hit.
I have a visual I would like to share with our audience. Would you like to drag yourselves onto the Roll20 map?
Yes.
At the top end there, where the archway is, kind of that glowing area around here.
Okay, got you. Come on, Ashton, let's go.
Whilst you guys get yourself on there, I will show people the Skeen Witch.
Wait, I want to see it too.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Where is it?
Yeah, that's suitably horrifying.
So I'm doing it at the beginning of the episode so you can calm down before bed.
Don't like it.
Okay, so I shall just roll initiative for them.
I got a 27 to hit it, by the way.
Awesome. That's very good. Cool. What did you get on your initiative, though?
That sounds good.
Got a 4.
Okie dokie. Eugene.
14.
Ooh, respectable. And Tobi.
17.
Okay. And you got 24 to hit with your Eldritch Blast.
27 to hit with
27.
the Eldritch Blast.
Awesome. You do hit.
Should bloody hope so.
Do I get to do 2?
Yeah,
does it
because
count as one
it's all
attack?
part. It counts as part of an attack action, so I'll say
Okay.
yes. You can fire off 2.
Okay, nice one. The first one was 5 damage.
Yep. Have you already added your agonizing to that?
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
And the one after that is... Oh, that's better. 12 damage. And I rolled a 26 to hit on that second one, so...
So 17 in total.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Just going to hang on. Pop that out so that I can get to my map. Why is that not? Oh, hang
Can I
on.
just draw attention to the toy apocalypse that my dog has created in the background?
It's a massacre.
That's
This
actually quite
shit.
impressive. I love how she's
They-
just sitting there like butter wouldn't melt.
Hi.
Yeah,
It's
she's
like,
a fuck.
it's like a Beanie Baby genocide.
It's just she's taken every single one of her toys out of her toy basket and just strewn them.
So, top of the round. Sealed Destiny. You are all struck as these shadows leap from everywhere, pulling into you, and you can feel this thing searching and wandering your own timeline, your whole path of your possible future and your past. I'd like you to do something different.
Oh boy.
Aisling, I would like you to write down your guess as the possibility of what level Eugene will fall. If he does.
What level Eugene will be when he dies?
Say 9, I swear to God.
So like as in
tell
D&D level.
as in D&D level, and your best guess as the sort of thing that might cause it.
This is horrible.
Yep.
God.
Do not tell your fellow players. Write it down and send it to me in a private message later.
Okay.
Eugene, you get to do Tobi, and Tobi, you get to do Aisling. and I'll explain how this looks. So all these possibilities and future chances kind of rush out, and in each of them you grab hold of a moment when you think your friend might die, and although you cannot remember it exactly, you instinctually bury that memory so that when it happens, you have a chance of stopping it.
Ooh.
That's cool.
This creature is very weird and very cool. Thank you, Kobold Press.
Okay.
She will dart forward, and she will make 2 attacks with these shadowy wisps of fate. One at Aisling, and because you tapped them, and one at Tobi because you are slightly better armed than Eugene at the moment.
I do also have a torch.
You are the one with the torch.
Slightly better armed. Eugene is not armed. He's got a dagger somewhere in his bag.
He's always got a dagger. Eugene's
I
got
mean-
100 knives at this point.
I mean, it doesn't count for anything when someone says, "You're more of a tank than a wizard." Thanks.
That is a 23 to hit Tobi,
Yes.
and a 27 to hit Aisling.
Yeah.
You both take 27 points of radiant
Nah,
damage.
Can I hellish rebuke that shit, please?
You certainly can.
Okay, thank you. It's quite enough of you. It has to do a dex save.
It will do a dex save. It fails its dex save.
It's about to have a very bad time.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll on D&D Beyond because it's easier.
Okay.
All right, so I take 27, but they take 36.
36. And what type of damage is that?
Fire.
This wraps up into its form and disappears.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh, is that a bad thing?
Can't say.
Fire hurts it.
That is the end of its go.
Fucking what? No. No.
Tobi, it is your go.
Yeah.
Fun, Toby.
Thanks.
Sorry about it.
Toby, you're the tank. Come on.
Yeah, give me a second. Wayne's just crossing out all the spells with fire. Okay.
That means
Okay.
no fireball.
Oh no. Theo, you're in trouble.
Away.
Okay.
Sorry, just saw in chat Toby the tank engine.
I'm sorry, did I just scatter your tactics?
Yes,
What tactics?
yes, because we're well known for our strategizing.
Kamiliki has it perfect. No tanks, no charisma, only support and gumption.
But my gods, we have gumption.
We've got uniqueness, nerve, and talent, though.
Okay. I am going to... Yeah, okay. So Toby starts to sparkle because it's just what she does, what they do. So Toby starts to sparkle, and you see what almost looks like constellations of stars sort of appearing around them, and they take shape, and Toby draws back a magical bow made of stars, and I'm going to take my starry form and I'm going to try and fire directly at this thing.
Alright, Artemis realness.
Make an attack roll, a magic attack roll.
Unnatural 20.
20 hits, yes. Roll me damage.
Okay. Okay.
It's 2d8 or 1d8?
2d8, yeah, 2d8.
Can't remember at your level.
Oh, an 8 and a 2, so that's 10 radiant damage.
10 radiant damage. You fire this off, it kind of goes through its form, and you see one of those wisps of shadow cut off and disappear.
Okay. So that's good. Bear with, I just want to check. Yeah, okay, that's it.
Okie dokie.
Does that... sorry, I just want to check, does the attack count
It's a
as
bonus
part of
action.
It is part of the bonus action.
Action to use your wild shape, bonus action to use your
Got it, okay. I just wanted to check that.
It's one of the reasons it's so nice is because it means that you can cast healing spells and still attack.
Yeah. Okay, so that's cool. So yeah, that is my action, and I think I'm just looking at movement. Yeah, I mean we're all right up at its face, so I would probably stay fairly close. Because I can't really get away. And I think I would say to the others and just kind of say, "Oh, I think it doesn't like radiant damage.
Okay.
Good to know.
Can you do that?" Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
a little. Actually.
The answer is no.
Your blasts hit it and worked fine. You didn't see any difference in their use. They were fine.
Oh yeah,
Like
it was your
bias.
hellish rebuke that didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't seem to
Didn't do
fuck
shit.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it do anything, or has it had got full resistance?
Just absorbed it.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay, good, great, great.
Yum yum yum. Fire.
That does make it Eugene's go. Aisling, you are up next.
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry, I've completely thrown your plans out of the window. Remember, panicking is a free action.
Good.
Yeah, no,
As
taking
is
that one.
crying.
Good.
And
Good.
Toby's just whimpering a little.
Right, okay.
Oh boy.
No, I've changed my mind again. We're go-
No problem.
Eugene will cast Ally of the Throne's Blade.
Amazing. Yep. Get some celestial on celestial action.
Get this girl over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
And we'll go for Defender mode.
Defender mode. Amazing. Would you like to pull your ally onto the board?
What do they do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there she is.
What does it mean?
Yeah, what does defender mode mean?
What does any of it
Oh,
mean?
God, I forgot she's fucking massive.
Oh
Where do I want
yeah.
her to be? Hang on. Sorry.
No, she's fine.
Yeah, that'll do.
Perfect.
Defender
Powerful plus
mode
size
is
woman.
like melee, and Avenger is like ranged attack.
Oh, cool.
Is what it
Okay.
means. Basically.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's your action. You have your bonus
Yeah,
action.
I'm going to. I can't do anything with my bonus action. Bloody wizards. I'm gonna. I'm gonna really. I'm gonna really bravely hide behind Aisling.
Perfect. You first.
My armor class is 13. All right.
That's true. That's true. You're a squishy boy.
I guess this is the first time that Tobi has seen Throne's Blade.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
It's the first time they've seen this well-oiled machine in battle as well.
I know, you fought the dragons. That went really well.
Flying dragon things.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Sky
That was a
Pirates.
fucking fluke to the maximum.
Why do you think this fight's so hard? Hmm?
You kind of watch, I think, Tobi for the first time. Oh, I won't describe it. Eugene would like to describe it for Tobi. I know Wayne's seen it before, but it's more fun.
Yeah. So Tobi sees like the big purple kind of sparking portal opening, but instead of like a round portal, it's like door shaped. And
I
then
think Tobi's very excited seeing that because
out of it,
you can see your magic.
out of it, sort of from the sides, there's like wisps of like dust and purple like magic, and then yeah, through it you see like the arms come out first, and then like this big kind of looming lumbering form. And I think Eugene will kind of look over and see, maybe notice that Tobi's kind of panicking and be like, "It's okay. She's on our side. Yeah, she'll help."
Good. Okay. Good. Hi. Wow. Not what I imagined your magic would manifest. Okay. It's all good.
Would you like to take Throne's Blade's action?
Yes, we will Radiant Halberd. I just need to find a D10.
Love a halberd. Love a halberd.
You do hear this echo of Throne's Blade kind of head snaps in that way that she does onto the witch. Ski witch.
Can we hear anything that sounds like Throne's Blade?
That's what I just said. She just went skiing witch.
Yeah, but can we hear any echoes of her?
Ooh.
I see what you mean, and no, you cannot hear the echoes.
Okay, that's
Eavesdropping on her past.
wait, I have to roll to hit first. I'm so sorry. I am.
That's right. I mean, you can do it backwards if you like, but we'll resolve it the normal way.
We'll do 2 attacks,
Lovely,
and
thank you.
one of them does not hit. The other one is a 25.
25 will hit.
Well, I mean, actually, like, let's check, actually, because that's a 9, not a 6. That will be a 19.
Does not hit.
Ah.
This thing is all over the place.
Okay, so the one that does hit, that is a 16 damage, radiant damage.
16 damage.
And Aisling gets 10 temporary hit points. No, 1d10, sorry. I'm doing really well today, I'm sorry.
It's
everyone.
okay. It's
good. Are you rolling or shall I roll for it?
3, I rolled it.
Yeah.
3
Three?
temporary hit points.
Tasty. Thank you, pal.
So Throne's Blade strikes him once, and this thing around her halberd, and then she just kind of, her head snaps almost as quick, and then the blade comes back up, cutting another one of these ribbons off. Aisling, your go.
How many ribbony bits are left?
It's hard to say that it's
Many.
lots. It's really hard to gauge this creature.
So she's looking fucking fine.
How many bandages are on a mummy?
Oh God.
The problem is how some of these split and then reseal or move in different directions, and she pulls up more shadow all the time. It's this constant flow. It's very hard to read.
Okay. In that case, I'll. See, I don't know what kind of damage would do anything.
Well, your Eldritch
It's not
Blast
fire.
hurt it, so...
Yeah, my blast did it, but I'm trying to work out whether it's worth me spending a spell slot and hexing her as well. Because that's necrotic. I don't feel like that would do anything to her. She's all elemental and terrifying. All right, I'll just blast.
Blast. Technically, you are in melee range, so just so you're aware, it'd be disadvantage unless you move away.
Yes. You're right.
So I'm just going to move you forward a little bit because you're technically there.
Oh, ew. Okay.
You didn't take Warcaster, did you? Or whichever it is. There is one that allows you to do it up close, but
no.
No. Okay.
I don't think so. It's not in my traits
fine.
or anything like that.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, if I use my Tides of Chaos that I completely forgot that I had, can I balance that out to just be able to use it as normal? Because it gives me advantage on any attack roll.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So the first one of those attacks you can make at normal, and then if you break the second one, it'll have to be a disadvantage. But that's perfect. That's a really clever use of that.
Okay, cool. So that was 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Oh,
Just twists around the shape.
Oh, God. Disadvantaged one, I got a nat 20, but whatever.
Oh, no.
The shitty version was 19, but that didn't hit before, did it?
No, 19 does not hit.
Alright, okay. I will use my bonus action then to hex, because...
Yeah, no worries. We'll say that you've done it beforehand, but it doesn't matter, sort of thing. So she is hexed. It is hex, I should say.
Oh, are we going with it?
It's not one thing, it's a lot of things.
Oh, one of those amalgams.
Yeah.
That I've heard so much about.
One of the things it is annoying.
What would you like to give disadvantage on its ability checks for?
Dexterity.
Dexterity? Awesome. It is now terrible at tumbling and sleight of hand. And picking legs.
Oh no. What happened?
No, there you are. You're back.
Okay,
Is
good.
it all good? Yep.
Yeah.
That is top of the round and her lair action. I would like all three of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
No!
Oh shit!
Oh god.
Is this a magical effect?
Yes.
This is not a magical effect, I'm
Yes.
afraid. It is not a spell.
This is the highest I've ever had as a wisdom modifier. You can tell I didn't make the character.
Say,
What'd you get? Oh, I think I lost the... Hold on, bear with us for a second. I think we've... Oh, there we are. What did you say?
Yeah.
Okay, I lost you for a second there.
We're saying a satanic prayer for them because they're doing a wisdom saving roll.
Okay, cool. Well, we're going to start... We're going to build up the tension a little bit. We're going to start with Tobi.
Yes, we are. 25.
Amazing. Tobi, you feel something pulling at the threads of your fate, and it doesn't take. Aisling.
17?
Meets as beats.
Oh,
Eugene.
I got a 1.
Are you serious?
I rolled a 1.
Oh my god.
Your curse is legit.
Roll me
I am stunned.
any dice and tell me whether you get odd or even.
Fuck my life.
Actually, no, roll me... Sorry, I'm telling you, I'm doing this wrong. So, roll me a d6 and tell me what you get.
Hey, can I change that prediction of Eugene's death real quick?
No, I don't think that's fair.
No.
Can, but we won't be friends anymore. I got even.
You got even. So, what number did you get? That's my
Oh,
fault.
sorry. 4.
A 4. A glance of the future. A possible future. You are thinking of rock as you enter in this room. You see a vision. 3 of your friends stand. 3 of you and your friends standing outside a dark stone keep. A look of resolve on Rock's face. At 1 minute, he is wearing heavy plate mail and holding a glowing sword. The next, he is wearing his normal green duster coat, but holding a pistol in a hand. The next, a smart doublet. You lean forward, grab whichever rock is there at the moment, and say, I know you don't want to do this, but we have to. And the 3 of you step into the keep. And you know, though you don't know what this is, that this is a showdown with someone that has been building for a long time.
How many E's are there in foreshadow? I'm going to have to watch this back and listen to that very carefully.
You have disadvantage on all rolls for the next round. You get back to normal at your next round.
At least it's just a round.
Because you are very distracted by that. The scheme will flit away in full retreat. But as she does, she points at Aisling, and I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm assuming we don't get an attack of opportunity.
Actually, you can, yes.
Oh, good.
Oh, yes. Okay. I have to check my music.
It has to be like a physical thing,
It
doesn't
has
it?
to be a physical thing, yeah.
Oh my god. All my physical attacks are minus.
Headbutt it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll headbutt her.
Go for it.
I'm gonna roll in this because dirty 20 to headbutt.
A dirty 20 to hit, but a headbutt
Oh,
works.
nice.
Cool.
As
Let's
she's-
see what the.
As she's
There's-
kind of
that's
drifting away, and her attention's still on Eugene, and she's pulling away, you just go, nuts.
Oh, she ain't ready. That's 1 damage. She's gonna regret that in the morning.
1 damage.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you for
So
the
do you want me to describe my kill now?
No, but the damage does seem to do something.
Cool.
It's good.
We found her weakness, lads.
Quick, pick Aisling up by the ankles. We'll just swing around like a mace.
I don't think Eugene could.
If we all use Mage Hand hard enough.
Not with that attitude.
I'll use the second version of my wild shape and swing around as a bear or something. I think that
Amazing.
would work.
Problem solved.
What did you roll, Toby?
For what?
Attack of opportunity?
Oh, I rolled it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to
We're
do
all-
because I have Warcaster,
You do? Oh, yes.
so I can cast a spell as an opportunity attack.
You can.
That's
oh,
awesome.
yeah. You can.
20?
20.
Unnatural 20.
A dirty 20 will hit.
Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Theo's just like, I have worked out the AC.
Yeah, I made a note of it the first time. I'm gonna go crazy on this one.
Yeah?
I'm gonna
treat
cast
yourself.
Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt. Nice.
Um,
At what level?
At 4th level.
4th level. Roll your spell attack, please.
Get him.
Wait, I just rolled my attack.
Oh, you did. You hit. Sorry, roll your damage. I mean,
Yeah. It is.
I know what I'm doing. Shush.
That's 8. 8 and 6, 14.
14.
7 and 14, 21. And 6. So 27.
Awesome.
Radiant damage.
27 radiant damage. And the next one that hits her with an attack gets advantage.
Hey!
27.
She now has this horrid black stuff wrapped around her and also appears to have a thin coating of sparkling glitter.
Sounds like half my wardrobe.
Yes, as she reaches her aid, can I get a wisdom saving throw from Aisling, please?
Yeah, she got a 15.
Amazing.
Is
she
it?
failed, I'm afraid.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
You see an echo of you and Tobi in various different formations around this place, and you suddenly feel very connected to Tobi. You can hear Tobi's heartbeat in your ears.
Okay.
Toby, did we get a little bit too close?
What? What are you talking about? I'm kind of busy.
We're not even married. It's rude.
That is its go, and that will make it Tobi's go.
Okay. Scaling down on the use of higher spell slots. So
That one was so good, though.
I had to make the most of it if it was going to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am. Yeah, so I am going to cast a spell this round.
Yep.
And I am going to cast Moonbeam
Amazing. I think
directly on the creature.
I think I have a token for Moonbeam.
Oh, cool. And that is, I'm going to do that at 3rd level. So yeah, okay.
Bear with me a second whilst I see, because I didn't get that prepared earlier.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. Excuse me, people. Oh, come on. I knew I bought.
What does Moonbeam do?
So a silvery beam of pale light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder,
Whoa.
centered on a point within range. Until the spell ends, the dim light fills the cylinder, and whenever a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it is engulfed by ghostly flames that cause searing pain.
Damn! I picture it like an old school UFO abduction beam.
Totes, that's exactly what I would imagine, but with a bit of sparkle in it.
Doesn't have a cow in it.
No. Oh my god, I'm so glad I know exactly what your mind is doing.
Oh, for goodness sake. Right, okay, that will do. How big, sorry, again? Just remind me?
It's only 5 foot.
It's a 5-foot radius, though, isn't it?
Correct, yeah. So
It's like a column.
Yeah,
So we're going to use that one. And I will give you control. In theory. There we go. Cool. So you can now control that. You should be able to move that where you need it to be.
So
Awesome. Is it the
Put that right there.
Yep, right there.
con save, if I remember correctly?
Yes, although it's only on the start of their turn, so
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll roll in advance.
okay.
Okay, and wait until that time. Doesn't it doesn't hit when it kind of goes up?
It says when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, so
Yes, it would do. So it rolled a 19
Constitution.
versus your spell DC,
Yeah, so it does beat.
but
so
it
that
still
means
takes half.
Yeah. So there is what dice am I even using?
We're going to move this off to one side just so I can access both tokens for a second.
No, I want to see them burn.
Damn.
Let's 7, a 1, and an 8. So 7 and 8 is 15, and 1, 16 halved is
8.
8. So they take 8. Also radiant damage.
Amazing. Cool.
So that is my action. And I think that is pretty much it for me for now.
You're not going to use your bonus action to use your bow?
Wait, can I do that?
If it's a bonus action...
New to this.
Yeah, sorry. If it's a bonus action, which I think it is, you can use it. Because I seem to remember you can cast and use it. That's one of the
as a bonus action on your subsequent turns. That's right, I can.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't aware of that. So yes, I most definitely will. So that is a...
Is this your pretty celestial one?
Yeah, this is my sparkling bow of stars.
Yeah. Toby hasn't stopped sparkling, by the way. They still look like they are made of constellations.
And I also cast dim light in a sort of 5-foot radius. So that is a 22 to hit.
22 will hit.
And it's 7 and 7, 14 plus 4, so 18 radiant damage.
18 radiant damage. Amazing. There you go. You are whittling away at this creature. Awesome. Well done. That's good go. So many spells.
I know what Eugene feels like now. So many spells to choose from.
Eugene, it is your go.
All right. Eugene is going to cast Intellect Fortress
Nice.
at 4th level, which will also get Aisling. So Eugene and Aisling now have resistance to psychic damage, but also advantage on intelligence, charisma, and wisdom saving throws.
Hey!
Brilliant. Well done. That's really good. How does this spell form for Eugene?
Yeah, interesting. Haven't cast this one before. I think it kind of is a lot more subtle than like his summoning spells, and there's
Then
sort of like,
his fireball. Yeah.
hey, you weren't complaining when it's saved everyone, and
Oh no.
I think just like a purple sort of crown appears around the head of like Eugene and Aisling and just kind of hovers there for a bit and just is all shiny.
Love that.
And then fades.
That's so cute.
Amazing. Is that a concentration spell?
I hope not.
Because I feel like you're already concentrating on...
Throwing blade.
It is by Throne's Blade.
No, if you want to do something else with your go instead, I will retcon and allow it.
But what else am I gonna do? Got nothing.
Everything's fiery.
You have non-fire spells. I've seen you do other damage. Or did you not prepare them today?
Well,
It's all good. Yeah, I just don't want you to unnecessarily lose your summon if you don't need to. That reverberation is still happening all around you for Aisling and Tobi whilst Eugene is doing this. You can still, every time you shout or cast a spell, you still hear variations and echoes. And
Can I ask Alabaster to keep an ear out for anything that could be useful?
yeah, I would have you roll a d20 and add
Just a flat
your
roll?
level.
Okay. What fucking level are we?
9.
Okay. I knew that. Totally knew that. At 17.
17.
Nice.
Nice. Noted. I shall listen for whatever you listen to. This isn't weirding me out. I am perfectly fine. I'm a demon after all. I wouldn't be scared of something like this.
I'm a bit busy, babe. Right?
All right. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I've decided what I'm doing. Forget the intellect fortress. Sorry, Aisling.
Okay.
Aisling, take that stupid crown off.
Yeah. Rewind time. The crown thing. You didn't see it. Nothing happened.
It was a feature.
It
It was a feature of this. It was like an echo. You thought you cast it, but it didn't happen.
Ah.
Nothing happened.
This is the case of deja vu.
Okay, we're gonna do the old run all the way up here.
Yeah.
And cast Thunder Step.
Boom!
Oh my god.
Awesome. Move yourself back. And they have a Constitution save, don't they?
Yes.
I love that spell is just running up to someone and magic punching them and running away.
It
And
literally
teleporting away. I run up, but I teleport away.
Of course.
And I can teleport 90 feet.
Makes sense. So where would you like to go?
Bye.
Where would I like to go?
How I just have this image of Eugene running up and there just being this like boom, and as Eugene flies back 90 feet, there's just Eugene doing that.
Wait, doing what? Doing what?
Just doing that. Whee!
I just need to find some more D10s. Sorry.
Chris, can I ask you in the meantime, when Aisling attacked with fire, did it look like it took no damage at all, like it didn't flinch or anything?
Didn't take any damage or flinch or anything. The spell just...
So it's fully immune.
I was going to say, so above table it would be immune rather than resistant.
It certainly looks like it's immune to fire, yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
Sorry, did you roll the Constitution save? Was I just...
I rolled a 5. I was waiting for you to teleport.
That's 26.
26 damage. That's thunder damage, is it not?
It is, yeah.
You watch as this thing finally takes the most damage you've seen it take so far. It appears that compared to everything else, the Radiant wasn't doing as much damage as you hoped.
Nice. So thunder damage.
Sorry, how many is it? 28, did you say?
What did I say? 26, I think.
26, sorry. 64.
It's allergic to thunder.
It's not allergic. Everything else hasn't been doing it as much damage.
Oh, great. Okay.
So you've been damaging it, but compared to the fire, Radiant looked really good. And now you're like, oh no, that's the sort of damage it should be taking.
Right.
So what was my blast doing?
You didn't roll very well on it. You rolled okay. It did okay damage.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Why didn't my blast do lots? Because you rolled shit.
You rolled a 2. Sit down.
Amazing. That was cool. Anything else with your turn, Eugene?
No, I moved. I did the thing. I've got no bonus action. I'm a wizard. Well, I just have Throne's Blade attack. My D&D Beyond has just pooped itself.
Okay, no worries.
And has just shut down. So
and splat you out.
please just bear with.
Oh my god.
Yes, whilst you do, you're having the best
What a wonderful
night.
image you have painted with that.
I know.
Oh, come on!
It's okay.
Let me see my character sheet. This is why you should have a physical character sheet, everyone.
To be fair, yeah, my D&D Beyond is being weird as well.
It might just be having
Well,
some...
I know what... It's 2 attacks, and I know what my spell attack is, so we can at least see if they hit. So one of them is a 21 to hit.
Well said, Toothless. A 21 to hit will hit? Yeah, it's not you guys. D&D
The
Beyond
other one's
is
a
being weird.
17.
Yeah,
17.
D&D Beyond is down, I think.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful timing,
Good.
guys. Thanks
Yeah,
for that.
Thanks.
I am not refreshing anything.
And I believe it was 1d10 plus the spell's level, which is 5, plus another number, which I think was 6.
6. Amazing. Okay.
But when my character sheet loads, I'll let you know if that's actually correct. So that's a 10 plus 5 plus 6. 21 damage.
21 damage.
But that is radiant damage.
Amazing. So.
And Toby can have 7 temporary hit points.
Amazing.
Favoritism, clearly.
Toby had a good chunk taken off in the first hit.
That is
That's
fair. Okay.
Oh crap.
Is yours gone now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would this be a good time for a break while we wait for D&D Beyond to sort its shit out?
Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to mark that it is Ashling's go.
Cool.
In fact, do you want to, if you've still got your Beyond, do you want to quickly do your go and then we'll start at the top of the round?
Ah.
No?
No.
No.
Nope.
No,
I've got a really
got
fun
D&D
D&D related 404 page just come up, being like, we rolled a 1 on our API check.
Yeah,
That's-
nice.
Hilarious. Give me my shit.
Okay, no problem. Whilst we figure out what to do, we are
I
going to
mean, you can't remember all the things on your character sheet, Charlie. Come on.
I can't remember what I did like 8 minutes ago. Never mind all those numbers.
Wow.
I'm playing a druid for the first, like, the second time, and I have no idea.
If I was a barbarian, this wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Dear. So, we're going to take a break that we were not intending to take, but we will take it now because it seems like the only thing we can do, and we will figure out what to do when we get back. We're going to take...
Get it in post.
We'll get it in post. We're just going to make some arbitrary numbers up, and yeah. It's pretty
We'll
much
just
how it's
like
all
dub
started.
over whatever bullshit we say later on the YouTube version.
With the wrong voices because that's always funnier.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to take a quick break. Please go and grab yourselves a drink, stretch, make sure you get yourself a snack if you need one. And we will see you, hopefully, in 10 minutes. Love ya. Bye.
Mwah.
Hello, we are back. Unfortunately, D&D Beyond is not back. So, we're going to do this slightly differently. Before our break, our three friends engaged in combat with a scheme witch, a strange, twisted celestial being that pulls on the threads of reality, bringing it in two different areas from past, future, and the present alternatives. So what we're going to do, because we're going to let Aisling roll her attack, because we know that she has a +7 to attack, and she rolls 1d10 for 2 different attacks, and I remember that much.
+4 for my bonus bullshit.
Otherwise
Okay.
known as Hex.
Oh no, Hex is a D6.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get a
And you did
+4
hex
normally.
her. You did hex it. So
Yeah, you did.
Did. So first blast was 19 to hit, which doesn't.
19
Right.
does not hit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then the second blast is. Oh, that's better. What was it? A plus again? 8. Is that right?
7, I think.
7.
Yeah, I can't
Okay,
look. I'm guessing. But 7 sounds
24.
right. 24.
24 to hit.
24 will hit, yes. Roll your 1d10,
Okay.
your 1d6. And
Okay, so the D10 total is 9, including all the added stuff, and then 4 necrotic on top of that.
so 13 damage. Cool. 107.
Right.
So, top of the round. Eugene, you recover yourself, but you watch as a similar shriek of energy, and like you watch as shadows of your friends kind of leap from their form in different directions and then snap back in. Charlie, please roll me a 1d6 and tell me the number. Toby, also roll me 1d6 and tell me the number.
Got 4.
You got 4 as well.
Yeah.
A
I
vision
got
of-
5.
You got 5. Amazing. 2, 3, 4. Vision of the future and a vision of the present. Aisling, you find your vision torn away from this battle, thrown through various possibilities and chances, until you stand before a familiar looking alabaster box with only one piece missing. You look down in your hand, and in it is the last piece. You feel the pressure of anticipation. The end of this puzzle is about to take form. But there is a reticence. What if it's not what we had hoped? What if it's not going to give you and Alabaster the answers you seek? You pull back. A familiar hand squeezes your shoulder, and a deep voice says, "We're here with you. It's all right." You look up into a familiar white-scaled face. He just pulls you in. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. You don't have to, or if you want to, we will stay with you anyway. And to the end, you feel Eugene's hand slip into yours as well. The three of you have come so far and done so much. You pull back. Toby, you find yourself pulled from your body momentarily, tumbling through the penumbra of the world, sensing the stars beneath you and above you. It's alright though, you do not panic. The stars are there, you can sense them on the edge. Even in the day, you can sense their ever-glowing touch. Your feet settle on unfamiliar ground. You see a young woman with blonde hair, very fine features, wearing a long, elegant dress, standing, talking to a tiefling with pink skin and a crown of horns. They are stood in a party off to one side, murmuring in the shadows. As you watch, the tiefling takes out a mask and pushes it into the hands of the taller woman, who nods. Two of them peel off and go in different directions. You know this is not your story or the path you choose, but you know the events that are happening here will shape the world to be. You both find yourself back in your bodies.
Oh, that wasn't fun. I don't like that.
No, that wasn't great.
Oh, you had it. Did you go somewhere?
Yeah?
Yeah, me too. It was really weird. It's very posh though. It looked good.
The skiing witch stops moving, settles, shadows into the ice. Different reflections appear, dark, with glowing eyes, each of them shaped like versions of you and rock. We have seen your futures. We have tasted your pasts. We know the paths you could have taken. We are convinced we know what you must do. You are ready, though you do not know it yet. Bring the Fang of Navarra to the White Dragon, and she will bring back your friend.
Wait, where do we find this?
Who's Navarra?
Thing?
She knows. She hides. She does not wish to face it. She will help. She must help. The fate of the world depends on it.
What? Who? Who's she? What?
Go now. Tell the White Dragon what you have been told. Bring her.
She's not fond of riddles.
Bring her the Fang of Navarra, and all will be well.
Okay. What if the Fang is still attached to Navarra?
Who is Navarra?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That presence is still lingering, but it is no longer interested in you or your fates. It has done all it can for you at this time.
Thanks, D&D Beyond. Good timing, babe.
Charlie, did you unplug the servers again?
So, how did you save your party? Well, a 404 error swept in and lifted us from danger.
The well-known hero, 404.
It's spelt in a really unnecessarily fantasy way, though.
Oh yeah, totally. It starts with a PH, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't... are we supposed to just leave now? Can we go?
I don't know.
Have the whispers stopped reverberating round, Chris?
Yes, you all get this very present sense that they have done everything they can for you here.
Okay.
It's like when they turned the lights on at Last Orders as well.
Pretty much so, yeah.
It's a bit awkward now. We should probably go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will, just before we leave, check in with Alabaster, though, and just sort of say, like, so during that deeply horrifying stuff, did you notice anything or hear anything whilst I was trying to, not get sliced up to pieces?
Oh, yes. I am processing. Can we talk about it a little later?
Oh, you're loading. Okay.
Yes.
But that buffering wheel.
It's got a buffering wheel.
Oh,
So long as he's not got the little
I
beach
need
ball of death,
I
it's
put
fine.
my notes on D&D Beyond, you see, and
Alabaster, no, you need to have your own server. We've discussed this.
you make your way. Do you make your way out of the cave, or are you just going to stand here?
It's cold.
Probably
I want to get out of
stand
here.
there, unnecessarily long, trying to figure out what we're supposed to do. But then Toby will do the whole like.
Yeah.
Oh, I know the way out. Okay, follow me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know we're all tired, so I'll reiterate. The implication was bring the Fang of Navarra to the White Dragon. She knows where it is. She will be able to guide you.
Okay, so we have to go back.
To
To
the
the-
White Dragon.
Yeah, she is waiting for you outside.
Sitting reading a book.
Just waiting to see whether you actually,
Dozed off.
manage to do this or not.
Yeah, playing Candy Crush. Just chilling out.
20 days have passed. Rocker's now not rescuable. End of story.
Oh no, Rock is just bones.
No, I'm joking, of course.
You can revive him, but his clothes aren't going to fit anymore.
The druids promised they'd put him in the fridge.
Sib's using him as a doorstep in her little cottage.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's so unpleasant.
totally something she'd do too. You step out into the open. You feel... It kind of feels like ages since you've been touched by the air outside, and it feels clear and refreshing.
No, it's cold. Aisling hates it.
Well, it's a choice, really. Do you hate it more than what just happened to you, or...?
I don't know, it's an equal level of hate for everything right now.
Fair enough.
It's cold, it's scary, she's confused.
Time has passed.
Toby's going to pick up a pebble and use Druidcraft to warm it up and give it to Aisling to hold.
Aww,
A pocket
thanks,
warmer.
Toby.
That's okay, I don't get cold so much.
Oh, well, you're all like, well, I'm fluffy too, but like, I'm not like proper fluffy, and you're all like, yeah, I don't know. I'm used to all the sun and nice things.
And I've got
Told
like, she
Yeah.
picks up a little fur collared coat.
Oh, Aisling's gonna hold the rope like this.
You step down the trail through these icy passages and come back out into the clearing where you can see Navarra has curled up and her head rests, watching you impassively. You step out. She waits for you to come close enough so that you can talk to her without having to shout before she reaches out. You survived. This is a good sign. Did they
I thought
help
so.
you?
Well,
Maybe.
they said we needed to find the Fang of Navarra and bring it to you.
She sighs deeply.
Oh, good. I don't know. It doesn't sound great.
It is... Let us move away from the cave.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And she does. She walks down the hill. I am about to show you something for ease. And I don't want you mentioning this to anybody. If I think that you have, I will find you and kill you.
Don't. I won't. Mm-mm.
She shrinks down and the scales give way to dark skin. The mane twists into long braids, ended with gold flecks, gold decorations. Her clothes of a white robe with a grey overcoat appear. And standing before you is Duchet Lizit Theramire.
Damn.
Wait.
Hold on.
What's going on?
There we go. This form is
So
easier to talk to you in.
From the painting, right? So we saw a painting of her.
Yep.
She's the one
Also-
we met.
Yep.
Why did we have to come out here in the cold if we could have just...
So you're the... So you're actually the...
Yes.
Um,
Although sometimes Neves is, if I need her to be, because it's easier that way.
Eh?
But there is always a Duchess. She is always looking out for these people. And there is always Khanorrix,
okay.
who guards this land.
Do they all... Oh,
No.
oh, okay.
Only some. It's an arrangement that has existed for 150 years, one way or another. The best way to protect you all is to be with one of you all sometimes. I believe Parshkik would have passed on that thought as well, if you are his chosen, which I smell on you.
Yeah.
So, she weaves a little magic and 4 chairs appear for you all to sit down.
Okay.
The Fang of Navarra is a shame that blights dragonkind. Before your empire rose, we were complicit in a war that scoured these lands. It is the very reason the first emperor rose up in conquest. We did a great many terrible things to defend ourselves, we said, for the betterment of this land that we were forced to live in because of what happened before. But those are lies. We revelled in cruelty just as the humans who manipulated and controlled us did. Many of us turned from the wisdom of the song. Many of us still have not found their way back. For my part, I joined forces with the Daclanian people to defend their borders. But one city turned against us, craving power. Aromaya, now simply known as the Scarred City. It is held by great magics just above the Sky Shield in a pocket dimension. I cannot go there. I can send you there when you are ready. The Fang of Navarra is a sword that once belonged to a great champion of my grandsires. It was stuck through a creature of terrible shadow that infested that place. What you have to do to return that blade is enter that damned city and find that blade.
Oh, okay.
This is no easy task. It
doesn't, my initial thought wasn't this is going to be easy, so.
But if the Skeen Witch has looked into your fates and given that advice, that is both the best way for you to get your friend back and to travel forward on whatever path or future you hold for yourself.
So what will the sword like do? Why will that help?
It is a connection to my grandsire. Maybe it's a catalyst that will make casting the spell easier. Where is your friend's body?
It's back with the arch druids.
It's with my people. They are keeping it safe.
How quickly can you get it to me?
I don't know. But I could maybe find someone who could send a message and ask them.
I think Eugene and Aisling, you guys know that Tithig Perb is.
I was just going to say, wasn't your uncle was there? Your uncle? He can do the magic portal thing, can't he?
Yeah, and I could send him a message.
So, probably quite quickly.
While you are in the city, while you seek out this place, I will prepare your friend for the ritual.
Okay. What
And
does
then
that?
do we have to bring the sword back to you, or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Are there any things living in this city, or is
There
it
were people there once.
okay? Are there now?
I have no idea.
Well, they are, but they're not called people. That's my bet.
It has been 3 centuries since the city was scoured.
Wow.
So no one's been there. We can't ask anyone what to expect or what's there now. Or
But how do we get in if it's a cursed city and no one's been there? Like, is it protected magically or something?
it's in a pocket dimension.
Oh yeah.
I can teleport you in there. I just cannot go in myself.
Okay.
I suppose if it's a pocket, it's quite small and you're quite big.
How do we get back?
I think she smiles at Toby at that one and just lets it slide.
D&D Beyond is back, by the way, everyone.
Cool.
Toby doesn't.
Right,
Toby
back
doesn't
into combat.
Yeah.
This was all a dream.
This was one of those
Oh,
possibilities. No, this is happening.
Thanks for the heads up, dear.
Just in case you wanted spells or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they don't work on Chris. Okay. So do we need to go now?
No. And I will not send you alone. We have a friend who is itching for a job at the moment. She's a little rough around the edges, but she is big of heart and strong of arm. I think she'd be a wonderful
Okay, we could
addition
do
for
with
you.
that.
I shall send for her and make sure she is ready for you. In the meantime, she kind of asked you to stand closer to her. I shall teleport us home.
Okay.
Again, if we could have just done this.
No, we couldn't.
Okay.
I didn't know if I could trust you. I didn't know what your fate held, and I needed to test you.
Could it have been any? Like, I'm actively bleeding right now. Could it have been anything else?
I think immediately as you say that, Toby's like, "Oh my god!" And immediately, I'm going to cast Healing Word.
I really don't have it. Oh.
Oh no, Cure Wounds. I don't
Yep.
know which. Yeah, I'll cast Cure Wounds. There you go.
Yeah, you can see that one again now.
I can see it, so I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
There you go. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you quickly.
Oh.
I'll do it at 2nd level. Let's do that.
We all got the same amount of horrible damage.
I know, but I can actually
I
do
didn't.
some curing. So yeah, whatever.
Oh,
She got
okay.
off lightly this time.
I didn't
we-
get that. I didn't get wounded at all.
Hello, where
Oh,
was Eugene?
damn.
Off on a date, maybe? We've got...
I was hiding behind Lashing.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
I'm smart.
Your resident tank.
I
so
forgot,
that's
but body keeps the
six and
score,
three.
Eugene.
3 is 9 and 4 is 13 points of healing.
Thank you.
Nice.
Oh, now I'm not like I'm like passively bleeding, not actively bleeding.
Now it's just internal.
Yeah, which is where the blood should be, so it's fine.
She weaves an incantation that Eugene definitely recognised as teleport. And there's and you are in a large octagonal room with a magic circle in the centre. Eugene, the premise of getting back, can you memorize this circle? Do you have that ability yet?
No.
I can draw it.
She walks over to a cupboard. That's a very good idea, Aisling, if you could do that for Eugene.
I'll do that in my magic notebook.
And she just reaches into a cupboard and pulls out a spell scroll for getting back. And she gives you a scroll of teleport.
Thank you.
You should be able to cast that, no problem. You seem very capable. Right. Baths, dressing of wounds.
That's enough of people commenting on what we smell like.
Okay, Mum.
And
Yeah, God.
Oh, bath
and
before the bath,
arrest.
thanks.
If you could reach out to your uncle and get your friend's body here, we can start preparing. And she then leads you through. One of the guards looks very surprised for a second, and she goes, "What? We went for a stroll around the markets." And he gets
Yeah.
Mum.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Yes, Mum. She leads you out, and she does eventually kind of hand you off to a member of household staff, and you're shown to a lavish set of chambers with enough sleeping space for all of you to sort of kind of put, if you want to, there's divides if you want separate rooms, all in this quite crisp, rich blue decoration with like gold trims. And again, the dragon symbology making so much more sense right now.
Yeah.
I think Toby's probably going to run in and just start kind of bouncing on each bed and running from bed to bed. Because they're not
Which
really
one do you
used
want?
to this. The bounciest one.
Which one's that?
I don't know. I haven't tried the third one yet.
Oh, come on in.
Okay. I'm just going to go bounce on them all until they find the bounciest one.
Rolf bounce.
I go roll them down.
That's acrobatic, surely.
Yeah, that's
Well,
an
it depends if
acrobatic,
you're-
surely, yeah.
Are you doing a
Thank
flip?
God D&D Beyond is back online.
We've got the important rolls.
What would
Yeah.
we do without you?
No, I don't know what I'm rolling.
How would we know what the bounciest bed was?
Acrobatics, I rolled a
Exactly.
6.
Roll for bounce a 6. You
Oh, fuck.
have found the bounciest bed by bouncing on it and then off of it again.
That seemed pretty bouncy.
I cast Featherfall.
From habit. Whoosh.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Toby would love that. Toby would be like, "Oh my god, I'm floating. This is so much fun."
I mean, screw it. Yeah, I will cast it. We're going to have a long rest, so who cares?
Eugene, cast fireball! Yay! No,
No,
I'm kidding.
don't tempt him, Frodo.
I know he seems like he's in a mood where he would cast fire.
Warm meal is brought up to your room. And
I'm going to eat it in the bath.
bath is empty, you're just sitting in the bath.
No. It's very bubbly, and I'm eating a lot of bubbles by accident. But it's still very lavish.
I feel did Aisling purposefully hold off having her bath drawn so she could eat in the bath at the same time?
Yeah, I think Ashley is sort of tried to make sure she was going to have her bath last because she knew she was going to spend ages in it, and she's inevitably going to clog the plug hole with fur.
I mean, you or Toby.
Yeah, who molts the most? Roll for molt.
Roll for malt. It's a constitution check, that one. Is there anything you'd like to do whilst you are left on your own devices?
I think Ashley might just quickly check in on Eugene and see how we're both doing emotionally. Because, yeah, it's all been a bit dramatic. So, yeah.
I think Eugene is just sort of pacing up and down.
Oh, that's why Ashling's checking in on him. I'll sort of wait until you pathfind your way over to me, and I'll sort of. Eugene, are you you're right.
I'm fine.
Okay, the rug's getting a bit threadbare in that particular area.
It seems fine to me.
Okay, are you all right? Are you all right?
I'm just a bit frustrated, I suppose. I mean, I know that I should be grateful because they're helping us, and you know that they don't have to do that, I suppose. But like, is all of this stuff really necessary? Like, I'm impatient. I want to help Rock, and why do we have to do all this stuff for dragons and get swords and go to pocket dimensions? Like, why can't they just help? Because they want to help us. Why do we have to do something that like is their business anyway? Like, why do we have to go get the sword and fix things that they did in the first place because they were bad people? Well, dragons, whatever.
No, that's a good point. I mean, I can see why you're frustrated now, actually. Yeah, why do we have to do all that stuff?
Can I hear this conversation, by the way?
I guess you're in the same room, so it's just a question of whether you're having a whisper off one side or...
No,
I can't imagine Ashling's trying to be
I don't think Eugene
subtle.
is being quiet. He's angry.
Yeah, I think Ashling's a little bit taken aback because it's the first time she's seen Eugene. Well, she's seen him do some like mad powerful stuff, but like this sort of quiet, actual anger is a little bit of a surprise to her. Not in a scary or a bad way, but just like, oh, okay.
I mean, Fireball's nothing compared to this.
Fireball makes sense.
I think Toby's just going to sort of, from nearby, just kind of go, I don't want to interrupt, but can I say something?
Yeah.
I think there are two things that are tricky to understand about these kind of things, and the one is that they know that some of them have the power to intervene in fate like this. But if they do it easily, then they just become a slave to it, and everybody will want to know why it was done for one person and not for another. And
But why is that though? If these beings exist that have the power to bring people back from the dead, then why is it only available to people who are worthy? Why can't they just help everyone? It doesn't make any sense.
Balance. It's about balance. And it's not fair. Balance never is fair. And I think that's the first time that Alabaster's talked up for a while.
Yeah, because he's been buffering for a while. Okay. I think I'll sort of keep that to myself for a minute.
Yeah, it's not the right time to go, balance, Eugene.
Eugene! Fireball!
No, but that is Alabaster.
No.
That was, I mean, I think Alabaster is like, just like, this is what I think about it.
I think part of it is just because they have a different perspective on things, and I think they also do know how valuable life is, and that it shouldn't be something that is just taken for granted as something that's gone and then back and then gone and then back. That we have to be aware of what we have, and that actually we have to take care of it.
I
But it
can
doesn't-
see like why
doesn't mean
Eugene's
it's
annoyed
easy.
though. No, it's all the like theatrics of it. It
Also,
seems
There is part of me that's kind of like, really? We have to go and fetch a thing? Like, I mean, if you're going to test us, but go and fetch a thing?
yeah, we've already done the kill rats for gold coins mission.
What?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a whole
Oh,
thing.
and also, the other thing I did think of is if they want us to get a powerful sword thing, they might actually need whatever power or connection. She did say something about it being a conduit to her sire, so they may actually need that power.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what about all the other stuff then?
Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise. I mean, I won't lie, I didn't really get it. I thought they'd swapped places, but then it took me a while until I realized it's actually her. That was a bit of drama for no reason.
Yeah.
But I got to see your
Different-
magic. I mean, Eugene, your magic is quite scary sometimes, but I mean, it's pretty impressive. But I mean, the thing with the arms was quite excruciatingly terrifying.
Retrospective insight check, if you'd like, on the Duchess.
Sure.
Mm.
Oh no,
No.
Never mind.
I don't think it's.
Never mind.
I see much in my 5 that I rolled.
Oh, okay. And you got quite a plus. Is that with your plus?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. No.
Oh damn.
Who knows?
Right.
Dragons are weird and alien and do whatever the fuck they like, basically.
I think weirdly that's kind of Aisling's active thought about this as well, because of the amount of exploring and seeing different cultures and stuff that she's done. I think the shock of how weird different societies are to her is dulled a little bit by that. And so she shares Eugene's frustration, but I think it's less directed at the people doing the theatrics and more the fact that we have to participate in them.
Oh god. Sorry, I was just looking at my character sheet and thinking, oh, now I'm really confused. And then I realized it's because I had Rock's character sheet open.
Dead.
I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't have that spell. I would have probably used that one.
So wait, does that mean your insight roll was higher because you were looking at rocks?
Oh, possibly, yes.
I gotta say, because Toby's got a very good insight, so.
Oh, holy crap. Yes, that was a 14.
There we go.
Oh! My
That is
God!
some difference.
That's a little bit of a difference. Does help with it.
I've never seen insight that high.
Shit.
Wow.
For the kids at home, would you like to tell people what your passive insight is as Toby?
What is my passive insight?
It's 10 plus your
Oh,
insight.
22.
You're passive.
Yeah. I have a plus 12.
So you're not even paying attention. And you accidentally have a 22.
Yeah. I can hear things with my eyes and...
That's... Yeah, nobody said that
Right?
Toby was intelligent.
Yeah, we won't go into intelligence.
I can hear things with my eyes. That's not how eyes work, Toby.
We've discussed this, Toby. Look, here's the diagram again, okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a nice diagram. It's like the one you drew me about them being close up and
Far away.
This cow is very small.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But, Eugene...
So what I was going to say, sorry. If
Oh,
you-
yeah,
if I might,
sorry. Oh, the inside thing, yes.
is with that insight, with your passive insight, irrespective of what you roll, I think you would have picked up on that was her moment of I trust you enough with a secret. So therefore, this is her way of saying, "Hey, I get what you know, this is something that you to a peace offering. Like I put you through this. but you know why I must do this. Like, I'm trying to protect my people and what's going on this island.
Fair enough. That kind of makes sense.
I think Aisling still feels pretty sorry for Eugene feeling the way he does right now, because she gets it.
Oh, Eugene, do you want to hit something? Would that make you feel better?
Yeah, I can hold a pillow.
Oh no, I'll show you. Fulton taught me this, and I'm going to go over and take out my my sleeping roll, and I'm going to put it up and strap it to one of the bedposts and tie it up, and I'm going to say, now it stands like one of those things that you hit and practice on, and now you can just punch it and practice it, and you don't hurt yourself, and it's really good. And that's Fulton showed me that because that was how we practiced when we were traveling. So if you want to hit it, you can hit it.
I don't think I really know how to punch things.
Oh, okay.
Toby, do you know how to punch things?
Yeah, Fulton showed me.
Can you teach us how to punch?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first thing is you never put your thumb inside when you close your fist. Never do
Oh,
that.
but you,
Where do you put it?
yeah.
Just have it like just wrapped around the fingers like that. Yeah, like that. And then you just extend your arm to where the thing is, and you just have to get close enough first to just touch it like that a few times, and then you just start doing it quicker and with a little bit more force. And that's it. And then you just practice. By the way, Fulton lied. It does still hurt when you hit things hard.
Oh, yeah, I can, yeah, because,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you
I mean,
can
I've
punch
still
things.
got a bit of a headache from headbutting what's her face.
Yeah, but that was quite a headbutt.
It's good, wasn't it? It was
Don't
dead.
do that to that because you'll get stuck on the frame.
Oh yeah, there's point. I've got pointies.
Yeah. Okay. We'll practice hitting.
Okay.
I think
I'm
you
going to help them practice hitting for a bit.
Yeah, I
Rocky
think
montage.
you do that for a while, and I know it's up to you. Does it help you get some of your frustration and energy out a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. A little bit. I think he's still annoyed, but yeah, it does help.
I think with my passive insight, and I will choose to read the room and choose the right moment, but I think once that we get to a point that I feel like Eugene is a little more relaxed and has let off a little bit of steam, I think I'm going to use what's it called? Druid thingy.
Druidcraft?
That's the one. I'm going to use Druidcraft so that towards the end of this little experiment, every time Eugene hits it, I'm going to start making like sparkles come out of the bag.
Oh my god, it's like a computer game.
And I'm just going to do it subtly a few times until they start noticing, and then they just hear Toby giggling behind them as they're making sparkles come out as Eugene hits the bag.
Ashley's getting more and more amazed, thinking this is just what happens when you punch.
Yeah, I think I'm getting better at punching.
My god, how are you doing that? It's so pretty.
Maybe I'm just a natural puncher.
Oh,
Maybe.
Maybe my dad was right all those years.
Oh, is that what your dad thought?
Well, he wanted me to be a fighter, like a brawny kind of, you know.
You're way better at fighting with your own stuff than his stuff.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, you guys are heroes.
Yeah.
But I mean, look at me. I'm not. I can barely even lift a sword.
So what if someone can make a... Wait, if I'm on the outside. So what if someone can do that? Your fireballs are like the size of small villages.
Well, maybe
Like,
not
who cares
that
about
big.
that? You don't need to be able to do... Like, no offense, Toby, this is cool. But, like, that doesn't make you a hero.
Well, my dad's a hero.
Yeah, but whatever,
And
you're cooler than him
He
anyway.
thought that I should be the same kind of hero as him, I guess.
You're way cooler than him. I'd much rather hang out with you.
Also, I don't.
Yeah, he is a
from what
nerd.
Also, from what I remember of Eugene's father in our brief interaction, he had other people with him who did definitely use magic.
I'll giggle out loud at that.
You're right there.
Yeah, it's Alabaster saying that your dad had other people doing magic around them. Like,
Oh yeah, it's not like he's got anything like against magic or magic users. I think he just
no, but if he thinks that his stuff's better than yours, yet he still uses the stuff that you do, he's chatting shit, Eugene.
I think it was more that he just thought that we would finally have a chance to, bond over something.
You can
And he
bond
got
over something. It doesn't have to
excited
be
and
the same
Over
thing.
enthusiastic, yeah.
Like, no offense to your dad or nothing. He's a lovely man, but like,
But he's
I don't know.
chatting shit.
Oh yeah, I think your stuff's way cooler than his stuff. His stuff's like old news, Anyone
I
can
mean,
punch-
magic is pretty old.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Yours is ancient, which is cool. His is old, which is boring. Like, be one or the other.
Right.
Hit that sweet spot between old and truly archaic.
Yeah, if we're talking like cool hero shit, if you're going to be a coward and sit in the middle and just be like, swords, or you're going to be cool, you've got to be like mega future or like super ancient,
I think
unknowable
I've sort
forces.
of lost where we're going now.
It's all right, I've got a diagram. Hold on. So, right, if you've got
I'm
ancient
not
forces,
convinced that the diagram will help.
you haven't seen my diagram. It's pretty good.
Do you want to hit some things again?
Most people do after a conversation with Ashley.
Do you send a message to your uncle?
Yeah.
Remember, you have the sending stone,
Yeah.
which he and Gree both have between them.
I thought you did say you were going to send a message to him.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what I got to tell him though.
She wanted you to bring Rock's body to the plane to the keep. To Favir Keep.
Okay. I shall cast sending or use the sending stone, whatever. I'm about to have a long rest. Why not? Let's cast sending.
Spoil myself. That way, if he comes back
Out
with a
my
question, you can
dream
just
stone.
use the stone.
Yeah, when he replies saying, "Sorry, who is this?"
Oh, who this?
I didn't use any third level slots, so
Nice.
he can ask me 2 questions. Okay, I will just say, Uncle, it's Eugene. We need your assistance. Could you bring Rock's body to Favir Keep as soon as you're able? That's it.
Okay, thanks, bye.
And some snacks.
Yeah.
No questions.
Oh, no questions.
The last 2 words.
We are not taking questions at this time.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Anywhere particular in Thavir Keep?
That sounds like it would have a question mark at the end of it. Perb.
Only asking question because need to know where I'm going. But yes, Sib says.
Figure it out. We had to.
Eugene is in a rough mood this evening. All right.
I've had it with these.
Yeah.
I'm playing. I don't know. Where does he need to take it?
Bring it to the Duchess. Is it Maya? And the keep proper. You're guessing.
I
but-
relay that.
Yeah.
Does he need a lanyard, or is he just going to rock up at the door with this
Yeah.
body?
I
Just
think-
be
He's
like,
gonna be
hi,
outside, they'll be expecting him,
delivery.
right?
Yeah, I think after that he's like, excellent. Okay, I actually do know there's a magic circle there somewhere. I will sort that out. We will see you tomorrow? Question mark.
I like that Perb is just collecting fast travel points.
No question marks.
No. Tomorrow. It's kind of like a half question mark. Like, hopefully, you know, if you got it more. If not, he's just going to be here tomorrow. So, the
Left unreplied.
Two tick.
the rest of the evening moves on. If there is anything specific you'd like to do before you hit a long rest, you can do. You are fairly much being left to your own devices. I feel like the Duchess thinks you probably need some space to process some stuff. Is there anything else?
No, I
Actually,
don't
I'll have another
think
bath.
so. Yeah, I'll probably cast mending on my bedroll, but that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Push the
Sorry.
dowling.
I don't think you're gonna need to mend it. It was Eugene and Aisling.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna be that
One damage.
more voguing at
Miss,
it than anything
miss,
else.
Miss. One damage.
Yeah. Unless I headbutt it, then it's fucked.
No.
The evening.
Okay,
moves-
well
Okay.
I'll get out the magic bedroll so me and Eugene can hang out on that. And wait, you can crawl in as well because it's got space for 3.
Space for 4.
Space for 4.
Mm-hmm.
Toby, slumber party. Let's go.
Woohoo! Does it bounce?
If we put it on the bed, then yes.
And these are quite big beds, so you could probably do that.
Awesome.
I like that this room has loads of like 4 poster beds and we're all in one.
Yeah. Sounds about right for adventurers. Make a note of that, for I will forget that you have that additional D6 for the next day.
Yes.
The rest of your evening moves on. You have a long rest. You sleep, recover, and think on the events of the day and the last few days. And even though you are not there yet, you know that you are at least moving towards your goal. Though the prospects of the scarred city leaves a little unease. What sort of place scares even an ancient dragon? Our eyes, however, are drawn away beyond the veil to an unfamiliar place. Rock. You have left Joy behind as he faded into the shadow as your grandmother did before him. You find yourself in stone passages, the type you have not seen since your childhood. You can hear the murmurs of voices of dragon-born past and humans who ruled this place before. Echoes and memories, souls you never touched, still cling to this place, the Imperial Palace. You don't know how you got here, like everything since this strange journey after you passed. You know that there is someone who wants to see you here. You step in to the Imperial throne room. The onyx throne stands before you empty. You're about to turn and leave when you realize you are not alone. Looking back over your shoulder, you find that you are joined by a tall, very powerfully built male dragonborn. You have seen his likeness in many a painting. This is Zinthat Mistrium the First. Who is there? I can feel you in the shadows, you know.
Rock's just going to step out the shadows, sort of purposefully into kind of whatever he thinks would be full view, and just say, well, I was just leaving. I wasn't standing in the shadows.
Squints his eyes at you. Do I know you, boy? I met so many since I died. Well, what is it? Do you hate me or revere me? Spit it out, it makes no difference now. I'm just dust the same as everybody else.
Well, then I needn't spend much time with you.
Impassive. Uninterested. That's new. There is something familiar about you. He kind of looks beyond you, but I think you've got your own journey ahead, haven't you?
What do you know of my journey?
He points to your feet. You look down, and wrapped around your legs and your feet are vines touched with frost, leading back the way you came. You walk away from something, boy, but I don't think you've escaped it yet.
But I'm not here by choice.
You want my advice? Not that it matters.
Not really. But go on.
Face it quicker. End it. Move on. Maybe the next life will be kinder. Now go. I'm tired and I want to return to where I rest.
Oh, feel free. I'm just going to browse the room a little.
And when you look again, he's gone. There's something different to the depiction of him that you know. He was always this proud, powerful person, this demigod to be revered by the people of the Empire. But there's something else seeing him like this, so tired, so lost. You just realise that for all his flaws, he's just a man like everybody else. You can't help but notice those vines now. They tug, not with any strength, but just to let you know that they are there. You keep walking. Please, don't go. We want to live too.
Where is that coming from?
Behind you.
I will turn and look at whatever these creepy voices are.
You look back. The path has changed, and you see a small, dark grove. Worn vines and broken bracken. And in the shadow, a small humanoid form, gripping to vines around it, like they are what's left of clothes. Small, pathetic.
I will immediately step towards it and just say, hello, are you all right?
You see something that can only be described as otherworldly, tiny, made of wood and stone, with melting ice chipping off of its shoulders and shape. There's something familiar about this, and then it strikes you. When you last saw this creature, it was gargantuan, striding out from the island of Parshkik to try and destroy the world. Please, don't leave us. We will give you everything. We are not meant to die. We are supposed to be eternal. Please. There is such a longing in that voice. Such a desperation. You can hardly match it to the ancient Fey god that you fought. But there he is. Whatever is left of bitter snow.
I think Rock will just kind of step back instinctively and just kind of say, I think that we've rather successfully dealt with you before, and your decision has no impact on me. I will choose what's right for my path.
No. Please, we will give you everything. Just take us with you.
Hollow promises to someone who has already lost everything and stands here. And I brought none of it with me.
You feel those vines break away. Your feet free. This thing folds into itself, whimpering, pulling those vines around it, clutching.
I will very
muttering.
intentionally turn my back on it and walk away, not even looking back.
Its muttering disappears into the background. And you find yourself walking towards a wooden door. You turn the handle, step beyond, and find yourself back in a familiar looking cafe with a very familiar silver-haired youth sitting with a pot of tea. He marks for you to take a seat opposite him.
I'm just going to sit and say, so this is what gods do all day, is it?
Oh, no, this is what you do all day. You make your choices. So
Oh, that's true.
he kind of pushes a mug of coffee towards you. The good news is, you have made up your mind. I can sense it on you. You don't have to tell me what it is. The better news is, your friends are coming to get you, and someone has promised to be the bridge. If you choose it, you will go home.
What if I change my mind?
Then we shall meet. They who meet live beyond the veil, and they will let you move to your next life.
But I think I'll at least finish my coffee first.
Take your time. And that is where we are going to leave tonight's episode. Yes, so we are going to end just a little earlier than we were going to tonight, just because I think we've got through everything we have.
A fight got interrupted by otherworldly forces.
It did get interrupted. I'm going to put some cheerful music on. Hang on.
Yeah, and because we're all apparently brain dead today.
We are a little brain dead today, but that's
I
okay.
am anyway.
And it was quite a heavy
Oh,
one
dude.
as well.
Sorry.
So,
Wow.
my lovely cast, thank you for putting up with what is a very heavy and weird episode on a day that you were all very, very tired. I appreciate that. Yes, so we, as I say, we're not back this Sunday. We're going to take a break. I think everyone's just going to go and have some emotional rest.
Apart from Charlie.
Apart from Charlie, who's going to go and do awesome things
Be amazing.
Italia.
in Italia. And you will see us the following Sunday when we will be joined by the amazing Rooney Runes. That will be Sunday the 12th. And for those of you who haven't guessed or don't know already, we will send you hints as to who she will be playing. And
Even for those of you who don't know, we don't even know.
dear. Anyway, so we have been Some Other Heroes. This has been a very interesting episode, I think. I'm going to wrap up here, and I'm going to ask Charlie, where can we find you, and what you got coming up?
Well, you can't find me at D&D Beyond because that shit's down again. So,
Yeah,
yep.
it's still off again.
Mm-hmm. But you can find me at charlievince.com, which is where my shop lives and my portfolio and all my social media and stuff like that. You will also be able to find me at the Bologna Book Fair from the 6th until the 9th of March. Yes.
Amazing.
I will be at the Bologna Children's Publishing Book Fair in Italy. So if any of you happen to be there, which is a long shot, but
you don't know. We know
yeah,
illustrators,
exactly.
Illustrators and writers. They go to these places. So.
Yeah. But yeah, have a look at my Instagram anyway, because I'll be posting cool things from there. So yeah, it's going to be cool. Wicked. Sadly not the Scholastic Book Fair, but Scholastic will be there. So if anyone remembers those amazing book fairs when you're at school and you get to tick them off in the catalogue.
Amazing.
You get to have the books. Love that shit. Wayne's just like, nah, mate, it's in Africa.
I was gonna say, I grew up in Africa. I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, that's where you can find my stuff. And this has been super awesome. Thank you, Chris. This has been very immersive one.
Thank you. It's been.
And hi, Mum. Love you, Mum.
Hi, Charlie's mum. Yes, we love you, Charlie's mum. Theo, if you got the spoons, would you like to go second?
Sorry, Charlie's mum. Hello, Charlie's mum. I mean,
Oh,
hi,
mate.
Charlie's mum. That just filtered through.
It's all right.
I'm Theo, and you can find my illustration at theoblueillustration.com. There are links to my other social medias from there if you wish to follow me anywhere on the internet. And that's about it. You can find me there or in this room at this desk.
Eternally.
Forever.
Drawing graphic novel panels for eternity.
Amazing.
Or until
it's done.
Done.
Till it's done.
And then I have to start the next one, but we'll worry about that later.
Yeah, that's after the first one's problem.
Yeah.
Future Theo's problem.
Ages away. It's
That's a
months.
published author Theo's problem.
Yeah.
Amazing, yes. But please go and check out both Charlie and Theo, and indeed Wayne. Where can we find you, and what have you got coming up?
Well, you can find me tomorrow night on Wicked Game here on the Twitch. So please do join us for that. We're going to have fun with that and more drama. Yay! And otherwise, you can find all of my information online at my new Instagram, which is created by Wayne, all one word. So please follow me on there and say hi, because I've got some new stuff coming up. And so, yeah, please do that.
Amazing. Do check it out. It's all watching Wayne kind of put it all together. It's nearly there, and it's so exciting because we're just the little bits. It's all the little bits, and then we're gonna press the button, and it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be glorious.
I guess that just leaves me. You can find me wherever your media is socialed at Chris Mepham RPG, where I talk nerd stuff with nerd people, and it's really cute and fun. And occasionally I throw up illustrations, or
Occasionally I throw up illustrations.
So occasionally I throw up illustrate. No. Or I, just occasionally engage in general conversation. Please reach out and say hi. I am still sorting out commissions and stuff at the moment. I have got some slots open if anyone wants any. Just reach out, it's fine. Other than that, I am here when we get back. And I'm working on secret stuff. Which I can tell you about probably next week. Very soon. We've been Some Other Heroes. We love you all. Thank you so much for coming and spending your Tuesday evening with us. We will see you a week on Sunday. Have a glorious time. We love you very much. You're amazing.
Go to bed.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.